Hey guys, Local here with fan favorite Kind Boy Rush. He just came off a win over Golden Guardians. Rush, how did that victory feel?
Uh, it's really good, but it was a little expected to me because I have a jinx that I have never went 0-2 a week. So I knew that as long as I lost my first game, I'm gonna win second day. So nothing, just like a little happy.
You know, there was something that you said on Twitter that I also go through then, and I also agree with. It's when you speak English, right? Like sometimes you don't know all the words, and I also speak with a lisp. So we sometimes come off stupid, but I know you went to a really prestigious college and like you're really smart when we just talk in Korean. Is it something that bothers you a lot?
Uh, I still like in my head. Sometimes I feel like maybe speaking English in first language in like competitive, kind of like takes much brain resource rather than like focusing on in game. But as long as I'm trying to working on my English, like besides like player skill, I'm trying to actually improving. And as long as I stream much, I talk English. I think I'm feeling better now. It's like getting less demanding.
So you played Karthus in both of your games. I know Karthus is extremely popular in Europe, but not so much in North America. How'd you come about playing Karthus?
For this week, I think we just have tried a lot of champions, and I still can actually I actually can play a lot of champions, maybe like most of jungle champions. But for this week, we have prepared Karthus jungle, and I'm pretty sure it worked really well against like most of teams. It's like we played Karthus because it was like the best pick for our team comps.
I see, I see. When I think of Rush, I think of Rush Lee Sin, I think of Rush Nidalee, I think of a lot of the playmaking champions. Isn't your Karthus a little bit below those champions level when it comes to that?
Surely it's below level because like I prepared the Karthus like in a hurry, so I didn't have like that much practice time. Maybe in solo queue I played like 3 or 4, and I played scrims a little amount. So we were kind of like sure that Karthus will work in LCS. So even if I'm not really experienced with Karthus, we just played it. But it still worked well, and I think it's 1-1. So I think it's a little worth.
So I grew up in North America, so it's very natural for me to come over from Korea to NA. But for a lot of the Korean players, I'm very curious, like why they like coming to NA, and some for the ones that stay an extended period of time to different teams. I always wonder what their reasoning is. Like you've been on TIP, Cloud9, now Echo Fox. What do you like about North America that keeps you coming back and staying here?
Hmm. I think like people's feeling, emotions, culture, and like everything is kind of different with Korean. So sometimes, do you know that as a pro player, at the end of season, like you maybe want to do something, try new thing, right? Sometimes you want to change your team. Sometimes you want to change your like region. I think that's one of the reasons like people choose to come NA. It's about fresh thing and new try, new challenge.
So North America's a lot different from when you used to be here. There's so many imports now, a lot of great junglers, a lot of great mid laners. How do you think you and Phoenix will do? I know you and Phoenix are extremely close, and you guys had a big plan to come over together and make a splash. So I'm very curious, like how you guys will do together and what your plans are.
I think it's for Phoenix. I think I got smarter than earlier, but I focus on my gameplay last. But about Phoenix, he's still focused on his gameplay only, and he doesn't care about like maybe team environment. I mean, he's still caring about it, but it's less than I expected to pro players. So it's about we work on. I try to help him have better understanding on team environment, and he helps me to like. He doesn't help me much, but like he talk about like mid lane matchup or how to gank mid or how to help mid. We're just trying to learn each other.
How far do you guys think you guys can go? What's the expectation for Echo Fox? Because Echo Fox as an organization, sometimes they make playoffs, most of the times they don't, and they're a very up and down organization. So I'm very curious what this version of Rush Echo Fox is trying to accomplish, and it's going to look like.
To be honest, I feel like we can actually be really great because when you play against some like top teams, I can't really name it, but like we're not getting shit on. We just like win them sometimes, like good possibilities. So we even if we play against any team, we have like fairly good win rate. So it means that every team feels threat when they play against us. So if we work on more and if we are lucky more, maybe we can make like really good results like final.
So to talk a little bit about today's game, there was a point where Golden Guardians just, I have no idea how else to describe it. They inted into you guys mid lane, and Froggen had that misplay with Galio flash taunt. Could you walk me through two of those plays?
I think we were really surprised that Galio was there. I think we thought, oh, maybe we are fucked. Like yesterday, we got fucked by Galio flash. Can I say the fuck? But whatever. Like, I think he made a like small misplay and we gave them punishment. But I feel like Golden Guardians was kind of pressured because like that Galio play and the Ryze ulti play under mid turret was kind of unacceptable. It's about maybe they were being pressured. I don't know what's the reason. Maybe they felt like their team comp is worse or they're like they don't have a confidence. But we won because of their some misplays.
I mean, your stream is very popular. You're hilarious on Twitter. A lot of pro players feel the pressure of playing, and when they have a successful stream, they're like, well, I don't need to play. I can make so much money just streaming instead. And I feel like you could be one of those players. What's something that keeps you coming back to pro play?
So about streaming, I mean, streaming is like also the unique experience that only few people can have it. Like, it's not about money, but I feel like playing on LCS stage and showing my player skill and improvement on stage to like a lot of people is really unique experience that you can't have even though you have a lot of money. So I feel like it's really precious experience. So I choose to play for LCS and also streaming sometimes.
So thank you so much for the interview. Do you have any final words you want to tell your fans?
I think we have had some shaky moments, but I feel like I'm pretty sure that we can work on it and we're gonna improve like every week. So we're gonna be great at the end of season. So make sure to watch it. Thank you.
All right. If you guys enjoyed the coverage, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much to Low-Key Community for making this interview happen. If you guys want to support them, the link is going to be down in the bio.